Professor Jacob Goldin of Stanford Law School discusses proposed changes to the advanced child tax credit in draft legislation recently released by House Democrats. This transcript has been edited for length and clarity. David D. Stewart, welcome to the podcast. I'm David Stewart, Editor-in-Chief of Tax Notes Today International. This week, more extra credit. When we last talked about the advanced child tax credit in July, which we'll link to in the show notes, the IRS was beginning to roll out those payments. Since then, 4 batches of payments have gone out, with the latest being sent to 36 million families. How has the rollout gone? What should practitioners and taxpayers keep an eye out for in the future? Here to talk more about this is Tax Notes contributing editor Marie Sapirie. Marie, welcome back to the podcast. Marie Sapirie, thanks for having me. David D. Stewart, let's start off with a recap of the history of this advanced child tax credit and what's happened over the last several months. Marie Sapirie, the Advanced Child Tax Credit was enacted in the American Rescue Plan Act, P.L. 117-2, earlier this year. It's currently a 1-year expansion of the existing child tax credit that has been in the code since the late 1990s. Over the past few months, Congress has been working on the budget reconciliation bill, which is where the legislators will decide whether or not to extend the expansion beyond December. David D. Stewart, as they're working to extend these tax credits, I understand there's some division amongst the Democrats. Could you tell us about that? Marie Sapirie, the dividing lines have become clearer in recent days. The expansion of the credit made the credit fully refundable, which removed the requirement that a taxpayer have income in order to receive the full amount of the credit. Previously only part of the credit was refundable. Senator Joe Manchin, Democrat West Virginia, wants that requirement, that credit recipients have income, added to the expanded credit for 2022. He has also said recently that he wants a much lower income cap, above which the expanded credit would not be available. He recently said that the income cap should be at $60,000 in household income. For comparison, the American Rescue Plan Act began to phase out the expanded credit at $150,000 and for married couples filing jointly, and the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act phase-out began at $400,000.